from all over the place. She's everywhere all the time. The wonderful Whitney Reynolds.
Hello.
You're like Wonder Woman. Speaking of Wonder, you're like that's what you should be. You should play Wonder Woman in the next movie.
Oh, you are so kind. You know, it's been a crazy year. We have the show in full steam, and I have an amazing woman that I'm going to introduce y'all to in just a moment. But Brady, just to time out, my kids are about to be 2.
Get out of here.
How does time fly? That's what I'm really I can't get over right now, this season of my life that I have 2-year-olds.
I met you pre-children.
I know, right? What has happened? Yeah, but to all my mommy friends that are listening, life is in the fast lane, but it's a good lane.
Right.
So, yes, and I have a mom in studio with me today, but she's a fabulous Whitney's woman, and she is helping a lot of different organizations through your company. Welcome, Andrea.
Well, thank you. Yep, I've got 3 kids, too, except I'm on the tail end of this with 25, 27, and 28.
Woo!
So I've already paid for the college, and
oh my goodness,
they've moved out.
I've heard mixed reviews on the moving out thing, but I have 16 more years to worry about that.
I think it's more like
counting?
20 more years. I don't know where you got that 16 number. They don't leave at 18. They go to college, and they come home every summer.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll get to that hurdle when we get there.
Enjoy
I know.
it.
Well, I'm so glad to have you in studio. You opened a business. You've been a fitness expert forever, but you actually opened a business that is impacting Chicagoland in great ways because you're doing events that are giving back to special organizations.
We are. I opened a fitness co-op space called Studios Fuse. So it actually houses 4 boutique fitness studios, Sproing Fitness, Kick at 55, my own Hang 5 Fitness, and yoga space. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the yoga space and Hang 5 because they're doing some great events. But we've already helped out Lift for the 22, which is a veterans organization that gives gym memberships to veterans to help get that confidence and gain, their body image and come back after they've been through so much and giving service to our country. So we are definitely on and open to hosting other charities to make their organizations. We've done a lot of schools, and today we're going to talk about outdoor events.
Ooh, because it's summertime. We got to enjoy it while we can, right?
Chicago summertime, this is it. This is the time to be outside because we only have 3 months of it.
What was that show that was around like 90 days of summer or, 100 days? Exactly. Like, this is it, guys. Yeah. Enjoy.
We're at like 55 already, halfway through.
I know. Oh, okay. So tell us about this event that's coming up. Like you said, you host many events. So if you are part of an organization out there, they should contact you because I think that's great. We probably have a lot of people listening that are connected in some way. But let's talk about the event that's coming up because this organization is actually helping our youth. They're telling them about their rights that they have. So
it is, and we're working with the BWLA.org. That's the Black Women's Lawyers Association, and they're help educating people with their rights. They're going into the schools and communities and sharing, what you can do to stand up for yourself. And legally, that's just such a big asset because it costs so much when you think about attorneys. So I really appreciate these women are getting together, Chastity and her group. They're going to come out and we're doing a silent rooftop yoga event overlooking the Lakeshore Drive at the W Hotel on Lakeshore. And it's just a really cool way to do yoga where we have a live DJ, but you've got headsets on. And so there's no distractions. You can totally focus on what you're doing.
So nice. Silent. I don't know if that would be my thing. I love to talk. I'd be in so much trouble. So it's a silent yoga. And going back to this organization, you were talking about going into schools and helping kids, and attorneys are expensive. But Brady, can you imagine whenever we were in school, like having someone come in and educate us about our rights?
I know. I never knew my rights. I still am kind of wondering about some of them, to be honest with you. I'm just wondering what kind of issues these kids are having where, they would require this kind of information. Is it just every day-to-day kind of, routine stuff that they need to know that you think that they're uneducated about?
Well, I think it comes down to literacy rights and what the government needs to provide to them. It's also about their rights for ownership of property and things that they'll be coming up to in the future. And so it's a time where they come in and they educate the schools, they walk into the school systems, and they empower and inspire our youth as well. Having a Black woman come into the school and say, this is what I've done and this is what I've overcame is such an inspirational. And so they're leading those kids in with hope and information.
Oh, and I can't help but think, because I do have twins and one's a boy and one's a girl, that they might need different types of things if they did have someone come in and explain the law to them. I think a big one is, for young girls, like what their rights are and, for sexual exploitation, making sure that they are safe. And, it's just a new day and age out there. And especially because we live in this day where we all have phones, we all have access to everything. I think it's really neat that she's going in there. And speaking of which, I want to segue to another one of your events coming up, because you're working with a woman that does work a lot with rape advocacy in the city.
Yes, we have a fitness fashion show coming up, and that is in August at Studios Fuse. And what's interesting about it is we have all these different fashion and fitness and health celebrities, but the organization is called PAVE, Promoting Awareness for Victim Empowerment. And what they have done for the last 22 years, founded by a Chicagoan, Angela Rose, is helped people understand, what consent is. What does it mean? Because she's wearing this doesn't give you the right for that. They go into the police department and they talk with the police officers in the military and talk to them about when a rape victim comes in. This is what you need to understand about their circumstances. Because for Angela Rose, she was abducted at Woodfield Mall, a senior in high school, homecoming queen, thrown in the back of a trunk, raped, and then was convinced her rapist to let her go. When she went to the police didn't believe her. They're like, oh, you got in a fight with your boyfriend, this isn't real. And when they did catch him and she gave them a sketch, he was out on parole for another victim. Wow. So it's a real powerful movement that you can survive and thrive. And they work with Jesse Prout. Mm-hmm. And we have an upcoming concert coming up in September as a big event.
Do you have all these events listed on your website?
No, but I think I'm better at this point.
Yeah,
we have a lot of them. We have them, listed, but I'm going to make sure that I have them so it's easy for you guys to find and attend. The Fear No Fashion, hashtag what she was wearing doesn't matter is really something I'm excited about.
That is really cool. So you have these events coming up. This Saturday, though, is the big one with the association where it's going to be the silent yoga. So...
There's nothing better in the summertime in Chicago, being on a rooftop.
Doing yoga.
You're getting your workout in, and
so
we're listening
fun.
To music inside.
Oh, I love it.
But, Whitney, keep your voice down.
We gotta keep my voice down.
No, if you talk, no one will hear you, so it's
true.
okay.
My husband and I actually have a code when I'm too loud. He scratches his nose, and it always cracks me up when he accidentally does this, and he's not really telling me I'm being too loud, because all of a sudden I start whispering.
No, you're fine.
He's like, I just had an itch. Yes. Oh, my goodness. So where can people find out about these events?
Go to studiosfuse.com, studios with an S, Fuse, and you can also contact me at studiosfuse@gmail.com. If you have a charity event where you're looking to raise money, we have a Detox to Retox charity group coming in that's a week from Saturday, and they're giving half of their proceeds to a women's shelter. So we'll give you the class, you bring in the people, let's help you raise money. It's really about using our fitness classes to be able to get people to live better, not only for themselves, but for the charities too. Oh,
I love that. Well, thank you for being my Woman of the Week.
Excited.
You're amazing. Keep shining bright out there in the city. We need women like Andrea working with these organizations.
So staying busy is an understatement for Andrea. I mean, wow, all these events. Speaking of staying busy, a little birdie told me. Yeah. Next season.
Oh my goodness, guys. Is
it coming up?
It is coming up. I know no one wants to hear the word October yet, but I just want y'all to know October 15th, we're doing a big premiere party. I like my hair really big and I like big parties. So we're going to do a big premiere party. We're kicking it off the season with Finding Forgiveness. And it is about a guy that had to internally forgive his parents' killers. And I'm telling you, he felt it. I don't want to give the show too far away, but it will make you look inward and say, okay, where maybe I'm holding a grudge or not forgiving myself in different areas. So it's a great show to kick things off with. Also, I'm having a book signing. I have a book that came out this last season, and it's all my inspiration interviews packed into a 52-week guide. And so I'm doing a book signing September 27th on Michigan Avenue at the Banana Republic store. So it's going to be really fun. Would love for y'all to stop by. Come meet me. If I haven't met you, I'm a hugger. So stop by, get a book. I'll sign it, give you some hugs.
I can confirm she is a hugger. A great hugger at that. But we've seen each other just about once a month now. Where's my copy of the book, Whitney?
Oh, my goodness, Brady. I have it for you. Signed copy, signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah. So I will make sure next time I come, I bring it with me.
Ladies, thank you so much.
For more information, check out WhitneyReynolds.com or get social with us. Twitter @Whitney Reynolds or on Facebook, The Whitney Reynolds Show.